There's the whistle. Kukcu. Now it's Batistuta. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Davids.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. Kukcu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Van Aken. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Xavi Alonso did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kukcu. Driving forward, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Out to the left it goes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Davids. And this is Nakata. Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Davids. Chiellini. Van Balten. And it's Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Balten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh. Goes for a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Oh, nice touch. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Alonso! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! Into the lead once more. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he get it through? Van Aken is wide and looking to get onto this. Gets a good foot in there. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nakata. Kukchu. And Nakata. Kukchu. Looking for the run. And it's Nakata. Maldini. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Decent chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Bojan. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Van Aken. Played out to the left flank. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Foot in. And he's managed to gift it back. Kukchu.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
it's Davids. And here's Xabi Alonso. And here's Batistuta. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Nakata! Played out towards the right wing. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, good spread. Now he's off and running. Pinches it off him. Now it's Bojan. Nakata. And that's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. And here's Batistuta. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bojan. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Tries to pass it through. That's been slipped through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. well stopped.
Van Aken aims beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Xavi Alonso, and it's Nakata. Nakata puts his foot... It's Nakata! Now, who's going to be first to this? Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution.
Good ball, good take. Tries to get it clear. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Van Aken, who's set up one goal so far. Played out to the right. And he's been shifted off it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now, can they get him away? No luck with that dink over the top.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitutions taking place.
Kirkchu. Danger averted for now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nakata, given the lift of his goal. Alonso. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He is just caressing the ball. Rijkaard! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Indonesia could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Kukcu. And here's Batistuta. Rijkaard. Now it's Nakata. Looking to play him in. Chance here to counter. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Bouten. Maldini. Indonesia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. Oh, this is a great position. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substitution for Indonesia, number 22.
To further improve their position of comfort.
Number 8, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 13, Tonali. Number 16.
Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Indonesia can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as being brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Gordon. And here's Gordon. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it again. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Schlotterbeck. Eder Militao. And it's Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Gordon. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Romero. Eder Militao. Well, they could break here, and that could set him on his way. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tonali. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gordon is on his... Gordon! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nuno Mendes. Now Romero. Tonali. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rijkaard gets it clear. Romero.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, can he finish? It's there! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pass somewhat off target. Indonesia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. This is Dembele. Searching passes played there. Donadoni. Now, can they get him away? And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Indonesia clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Indonesia sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, numero 3.
Here we go again then.
Il numero 10, il numero 19.
Donadoni. Donadoni going face-to-face with his great rival. This looks promising. And that's another good win of the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Donadoni! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Nuno Mendes. James. Romero. Here's Vitinha. Gordon. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. He's got away. Climbs up big. They've done it! The second half sparks straight into life. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He is starved of space and time. Davids. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. And here's Donatoni. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Indonesia are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And here's Gordon. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Donatoni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tonali. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. And the counter is on. Always onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that pass isn't the best. That has been cut short. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Gravenberg. Oh, that's clever. Davids. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Camavinga can get it clear. Indonesia have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Davids. Chance, surely! That's another chance! He's scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Dembele! It's in! the game. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
We have got ourselves a game here. Well, and a chance! He has done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Indonesia could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Il quarto uomo
James.
indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Vitinha. Davids. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that could set him on his way. Face to face with the... And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Indonesia grab a 3. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Nuno Mendes. James. Nuno Mendes. And that is as far as it goes. Indonesia really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out all
welcome to
the stops
today's
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And here's Nakata. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And he was quick to react. Davids. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. That has been cut short. Guti. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Donadoni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nakata. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And it's Gravenberg. Looking to play him in. Guti. Nakata. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Indonesia controlling the possession in this early phase. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Donadoni. So much time and space here. Guti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shot a goal! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Maldini. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and it's played into the middle. Khan deals with that nice and simple.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Nakata. Haaland might just make this. Donadoni. Donadoni. He's being urged to shoot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Strokes it back. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, good-looking ball. Maldini makes the interception. Messi, nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No, again there's no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, they could break here. And that could set him on his way. And this is Messi. He's through, now is he in? Danger averted for now. Throw it. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is flagged offside. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he cuts out the supply.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Nakata. Good read, needed to be. And that's a good-looking ball. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be
The referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Donadoni really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Luis Garcia. Rijkaard. Indonesia finding their passes. Nice interception, well timed. Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And now they can spring out of defence. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's cut it out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position. Looking for options for movement. Cross flung in towards a mighty effort, and it's come back out to him. They've scored! And they're back in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Number 7, Desiree Doué.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nakata. And Donadoni. Messi does well to get it back. Good ball over the top. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Nakata.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
That's been cut out, well played. And now the breakaway. Nakata. Nakata going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Doué. Knocks it into space. And he's worked it through. Chance, surely! Chiellini gets it away. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now they can clear their lines. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Haaland. Great vision. Now it's Nakata. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's searching. Oh, shooting chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply
Substitution
expected
for
better.
Indonesia, number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 22, Donadoni. Number 7, Hirotoshi Nakata. Coming on the field, number
I think
97.
the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 9, Kukchu. Substitution in progress.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Luis Garcia. Kukchu. Well, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that.
Beckham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Khan.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kukchu, he is onto this. And he's quick to snatch it back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, easy pickings there.
I'm sure so.
And that will be it. Indonesia perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attack.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Gravenberg. Gravenberg! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Nakata. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Oh, what has happened here? Marquinhos gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Indonesia are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Quickly taken. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alert. He's having a shot! Danger averted for now. Looking for options for movement. That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Valverde providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Matthäus. And it's Kagawa. He's a sharp little ball here. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gravenberg with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Spread it left. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now he's got space here. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ball comes in, and that was very necessary. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark, and he's managed to get free. Pass is just off target. Oh, what a mistake! Deftly away. Davids.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Donadoni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Azar. Now it's Kagawa. Great vision, and he's picked out the run. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This ended up in no man's land. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Donadoni. Just eases him off the ball. Pull it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Donadoni. Davids. Now it's Nakata. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And they've got rid. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played into space out wide. Zanetti. It's Hullet. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Davids. And he's found a way past. Can he finish? They've scored! They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's beautifully weighted. This looks promising. Mateus. And he's quick to get it clear again. Mateus. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Thinks one through. Oh, well measured. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Fabinho wins the duel this time. Now it's Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Howson makes the interception. Driving forward. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Pull it. Chance here to counter. Kagawa. Oh, he's not going to get any further than that. Now it's Valverde. Oh, that's a key interception. And smartly reclaimed. Pull it. Mateus, who does have an assist to his name. It's Kagawa! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now this could be a chance. That looks a good ball through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Donadoni. Valverde. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking here to chip it through. Kagawa. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Now it's Kagawa. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Somewhat off target. Nakata.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get onto this? And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 20.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 17, Federico Valverde. Number 7, Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 22, Donadoni. Coming on the field, number 97, Aubameyang. Number 14, Zanetti. Number 13, Pedri. Number 9, Kukçu.
Comes in! Cleared without complication. Aubameyang! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Ah, he's given it away. And it's Pedri. Oh, good-looking ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Kaka. Kaká. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's a corner. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Rooney plays it short. Picked out brilliant, and he shoots! He's missed, but not by that far. Desperate defending required here. Rooney goes short. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.